All right, I'm sure a lot of people have one of these in your toolbox. Just a classic utility knife, or one like this. There's lots of different designs, but they're all basically the same thing. And I don't like them because the mechanism, sometimes they bind up, or like this one, you can see just a little bit of that blade pokes through because it gets something jammed in there or whatever. And kind of a safety issue, and they're just annoying because like this one, or actually both of these two, have to be taken apart to change the blade. So I'm going to go over a couple, 3 different designs, newer ones. Some have been around for a while, and this one I came across the other day I think is really neat. Got a little extra feature, so I was going to share these with you guys and check them out. Let's go over why these are nice to have, but can be improved, definitely. So the biggest thing is, like, when you're using it, your blade goes dull. You have to unscrew this whole thing and make sure that all the parts and pieces don't fall out. And like, see, this one does not close good sometimes, and then you, like, that could be a real problem. You know, you reach in your pocket or your utility belt or grab a hold of that in your toolbox and you might cut yourself. So that's obviously a safety problem, but that could just be designed on this one. But I've had it happen with multiple ones. Oh, the Stanley, that's a good one. This one fits in your hand nice, but it's just, it kind of gets bound up in there sometimes depending on how old and used it is. And obviously you have to take the screw apart to get to it. So in a pinch, they're nice, they work good, but we have some better options these days. Now, I bought these two as a set. The Milwaukee Fastbacks are really nice. You just one hand if you need to. This comes with a little pocket clip, so like if you wanted to just have this as like your EDC knife, you don't really need anything special. You just want a knife on hand. It's got a quick release, easy to change out your blades. This one does not have any storage for other blades, so that is one drawback to this one, but I actually use this a lot in the shop. And then next one up, if you need a model number, there's that. And the model number for this one, like I said, these two came in a set. This one has the little, I don't know if you want to call that a wire stripper or rope cutter option on there too. I never use those, but if you want that, that's there. And obviously, like I said, one-handed use. Also the easy quick change out blade thing. And then also you have your wire stripper rope cutter option here as well. This one can store up to like 3 blades, maybe 4, I don't remember exactly. So that's nice. And like I said, this one also has a pocket clip if you wanted to carry it in your pocket or just take it off like you're in your utility box or utility belt or something, like if you're a carpenter or whatever. But these are really good, they work really good, but this one is something I came across the other day and I really like this. So talking about this one, these only lock straight out. This one also has the one push button, but it locks in that angle and straight out. So like maybe you were cutting carpet or, you know, whatever you're going to use, where you don't want to have your hand like this angle the whole time. You can actually have a little bit better, little bit easier on your wrist and that kind of stuff. This has the wire stripper thing as well, quick change out. It does have a storage for a extra blade, which is nice. I wish it would be a little bit more, a couple more blades maybe, but the cool thing about this one, it does not have a pocket clip like these, but you pop this little thing open, slide this little wheel, you have a scraper. Now, I don't use these all the time, and it's something that I kind of don't think about having on hand all the time. So having it kind of just there is really nice. I was thinking about actually using this for work because we do a lot of, I work for a propane company and we have some decals on the tank. Sometimes you need to replace them, and having a little scraper on hand would be nice, but I don't always have one with me. But I might have put this in my toolbox or my lunch pail to have another blade on hand with the scraper, and I just think that's kind of neat. They do make utility knives that have like a, I don't know what you call it, like a little slider that will like slide the utility blade out, and then if you do it a second time, I think, or whatever, it kind of like, basically it's a ratchet, so it'll come out this way and then it'll flip this way, and that's cool, and that might work really well. But I just feel like over time that mechanism might get gummed up with whatever you're scraping. You like I'm going to be using this for a decal, so you get that sticky stuff on it. If you had that inside of a moving mechanism, it might wear out or just not work properly. But for the price, I think these are pretty equivalent. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, but they're all about the same price. This was a set, so obviously it was a little bit more, but the bigger one is about the same price as the Klein tools. And Klein tools just make some really cool stuff. Actually, I have a few other tools from them I got recently. I think I talked about this in my other video, the Klein tools. I don't remember what the model was. I don't know if that's the model or not. So, but it's just like a small screwdriver. It has multiple ends on each bit, but it stores them all in this little handle. They're all magnetic, or not magnetic. These clip in, but the screwdriver itself is magnetic. And then it's got like the little speed screwdriver feature too, which is nice. But they make some really nice tools. I got another one here that's the flush cut. I use this for like my cutting wire for like my jewelry wraps and some of that other stuff. But it could also be nice for like a model maker if you want something that cuts nice and flush to your pieces. But Klein tools definitely make some really neat tools. Also, Milwaukee's are nice too. But some other options when we're talking about utility knives these days, and I would recommend any of these. I use this one the most, but obviously I just got this, so we'll see how it works. If I have any issues down the way, I didn't realize it said flickable. Flick. But I think it'll be nice. It's a solid construction. And then only thing is this doesn't have a quick, you'd have to use like a screwdriver to change that one, but I don't feel like I'm going to be using that one as much as the utility blade, so you have to pick and choose your battles, I guess. But yeah, check it out. The Klein Tools flickable utility knife. I don't know if that's the part number. Here's the package. Yeah, that's the part number. 44306. Flickable utility knife. Check it out. Let me know what you think.